Hi guys, welcome back to Sunday Leeds Champions League. My name is Chris, aka Big Will, and today, as promised, we have our opening game in the Europa Conference League group stage, followed by a home game against Leeds. Last time out, you saw us beat Bournemouth by a goal to nil. Since then, we have struggled a little bit in form, but at the same time, having just come back to the Premier League, it's not been too bad. We managed a 1-0 draw against Leicester at home and a 1-0 draw at home to Southampton as well. We unfortunately lost 2-1 against Newcastle. We didn't play too badly, but you can tell that Newcastle were the better side. A Newcastle side that are now, by the way, managed by Pep Guardiola, so you can imagine how well drilled they are as a side at the moment. So we go to the Lithuanian side, Zalgiris, away from home, followed by Leeds at home today, and hopefully we can just stem the flow a little bit. We've conceded a few goals in recent matches, but at the same time we are scoring in each game. I'm hoping for a good performance against Zalgiris. The Leeds game at home is going to be a tough one, but they're currently sat in 16th place in the league. So it is going to be a tough game, but at the same time it is a game that we have the potential to be winning. So far the side, it's not done too bad in the way of confidence either. We're not losing a lot of confidence when we lose a game. And before that defeat to Newcastle, we were 5 games unbeaten in the league. 3 of them were draws, albeit, but good signs as we go forward. It's a young side, and they're playing very, very well at the minute. For this game against Zalgiris, we've got Mourinho in goal, Spedicato, Branthwaite, Eisner and Davis at the back, Navarro, Swiderski, Toma in midfield, Polidoro, Abaya and Mendes as our front three. I've been very impressed with Falkenberg recently as well. He is rotating in and out of the team, as are one or two of the other new signings. But Mendes overall has been the bright spark up front for us, albeit in recent matches he has unfortunately struggled a little bit. But if he gets the really good opportunities, he tends to put them away. So hopefully he will get to do so today, and we can get a good start to this Conference League group stage. I am expecting us to win against Zalgiris, largely because, obviously, like I said in yesterday's episode, we played against them with Dundee United, and we pretty much battered them. And straight away, Mendes is in, and the goalkeeper does really well to make the save. 18 seconds into the match, and we could have been 1 goal up there, as Swiderski goes out there to take the corner, swings it into the near post, and it's headed away. Navarro picks it up. Swiderski, I think he might have been offside there, but the move continues. Zubauskas manages to clear. Looking at this actual Conference League group stage, there's a number of decent clubs in there. Fiorentina certainly are a name to make note of, as are Bordeaux. To be quite honest, other than that, I'm looking at all of those teams in this group stage, and I feel quite confident that we can qualify quite easily, especially with the games that we have been given. But it's important not to be complacent. We have got to work hard. One of the teams that knocked us out of Europe at Dundee United, Slovan Bratislava, we play them in this group stage as well. Um, and they can be a bit awkward, so we have got to be mindful. So far, we've completely dominated here against Zalgiris. 10 minutes in, we've had 8 attempts at goal, but only the one on target. So again, we need to focus up and make sure we really start to hone our opportunities in with shots on target, because you ain't going to score if you ain't hitting the barn door. Here is Toma into a buyer. Now Polidoro over the bar. Good block by Berdzalauskas, and we have a corner here. It's going to be whipped in again by Swiderski on that far side. Whipped into the near post. Toma was there, and it's over a crossbar. And once again, not on target. Just the one on target. It's only been 15 minutes, and the fact that we've created 12 opportunities at goal, averaging about 1.5 a minute, is ridiculous, to be fair. Possession-wise, we're dominating as well. I've got a feel that the goals are coming, but if we don't get the shots on target, we're not going to score. Very simple. And just 2 on target. 3 on target out of 18 attempts. Just 1 in 6 are going on target, and it's not good enough. We really need to be focusing in a little bit more with our strikers, I think. Swiderski with the delivery, and it's What's going on here? I think we've ended up with a penalty. It's going to be Polidoro to take the penalty. And it's Polidoro to strike, and Polidoro puts it away. It's very much a deserved lead, as you can tell by the match stats, but the fact that it's had to come from the penalty spot is a little bit of a concern, considering how creative we've been so far. We need to be doing a lot better than this in front of goal. 10 minutes to go before half time. Possession is still very strong. Zalgiris haven't actually had an attempt as of yet. Here is a Bayer. Really good run here from the Belgian into Polidoro. Switches it over the top. Rukas manages to clear, as does Simkus, and now Zabauskas picks it up into Sasic. Polidoro intercepts and wins it back. Mendes into Toma. Now Abaya. Chance to play it over the top. Mendes is in. Mendes has scored. I think he was offside. And offside he was. Poor from his point of view, considering how dominant we've been. There's no need for him to be making an early run there. He is quick enough to beat defenders. So again, that extra focus is required. Abaya again picking up, just charging down this right hand side. This time he's actually ahead of Mendes in the play. Can he get a cross in? Plays it to the edge of the area. Navarro couldn't get onto it, and Megalitis manages to make the interception. Swiderski trying to close down on Shimkus. Here's Armalas. Subauskas couldn't get there, and Branthwaite controls easily. Now Davis into Toma. Abaya, there's Mendes, surely this time, and again it's saved. He keeps going a little bit too close and trying to find that tight angle, Mendes, at the moment. It's a bit of a funny one for me. He needs to be getting a little bit more central. Swiderski with the delivery, cleared away. Yao Pedro Silva trying to bring it away for Zalgiris, but it's not quite working, and it's cleared, but only as far as Davis. Well, I don't think I've ever seen a first half quite as dominant as that. Swiderski, Mendes at the near post, over the crossbar with his effort. 26 attempts at goal in that first half, and only 6 on target. But the goal that we've got is from the penalty spot. So, I mean, overall, it's been a really good first half, but we've got to be converting our chances. If we can't do it in Europe, we're not going to be doing it in the Premier League when we get them, that is. I mean, Zalgiris is still yet to have an attempt at goal, and the amount of attempts we're having, it's absolutely remarkable. We're at 30 attempts as the hour mark is coming up here, and we've averaged an attempt at goal every 2 minutes in the game, and yet it remains 1-0. I don't think I've ever seen a game so dominant. We're going to make some changes here. We need the goals, because in this competition, the way that it's formatted now, it can go down to goal difference for qualification, and we're going to have to start knocking these goals in. And the fact that we're having to make changes to do so, in my opinion, isn't good enough. We're a much better team than having to wait so long to get another goal in a game where we're literally, it's like a training session, and it's just not quite happening for us. I think it's the attacking players we need to change really, but I think what we'll have to do is just leave it at that for now. We've got Falkenberg and Meikle on, and hopefully they can bring a couple of goals to the party here. Spedicato with the throw into Muller. Now Toma. He's got Meikle ahead of him. Falkenberg picks it up, plays it over the top, and there is Meikle. And straight away, Meikle with a great opportunity. And again, not on target. He's put it wide. He's struggling for goals at the minute as well, Meikle, unfortunately. And I think, to be quite honest, this is a game where he should be scoring. Our XG reads at 4.5. We should be scoring about 5 goals as it stands, looking at the way the match stats are. And Polidoro with a corner, swings it in. Cleared away, and Toma picks it up. Polidoro now plays it in, and there is Kevin Meikle. At long last, he has got his first goal of the campaign. We've finally got our second goal. it's been coming. We should have scored a lot more than we have, but hopefully we can push on and get a third now. Shimkus into Rukas. Looking over the top, Mikulenas couldn't get onto it, and Eisner finds Levesque. Spedicato. Good touch from him. Polidoro over the top. Kevin Meikle is in behind again, and he's put it over the crossbar. Another good opportunity for us as we hit 40 attempts at goal after 80 minutes. I don't think I've ever seen match stats like this at all. If we can do this in every game, there's going to be some serious amount of goals scored if we can hit that run of form that we need. I don't think you can get more dominant than we've been today. Here's Berdzalauskas looking over the top for Zulpa. Eisner picks it up. He plays it back to Marinia, who gets a very rare touch there, and Levesque looks to play it forward. Gets blocked off and Marinia holds onto it. And now Eisner into Toma. Falkenberg, Muller. I mean, Meikle's miles offside. He'll put it away potentially here, but that was a shocking run from him. Cleared forward, Mikulenas chasing it down, and he got onto it, and Marinia makes the save. I say the save. The shot hit the back of Levesque, and it was a claim, really, for Marinia. Here's Spedicato into Muller. Maybe another opportunity knocks here for us. Navarro and Tober and Muller exchanging passes between them here. Falkenberg over the top. Kevin Meikle onside here, and Kevin Meikle makes no mistake this time. The scoreline doesn't flatter us, really. We should have had a lot more, but 3-0 is a very good result, regardless of the circumstances. Zalgiris have actually... That attempt that hit the back of Levesque and that Mourinho claimed counted as a shot, believe it or not. 48 attempts at goal, 14 on target, 63% possession. Mental performance from the boys, albeit Zalgiris aren't going to be the toughest opponents by any means this season. But a 3-0 win is a really good start to our European campaign. And hopefully we can build on that and try and push on ready for the league game against Leeds. So with the 3 goals, we sit 3rd place at the moment. We play CSKA in our selection of matches, and I think we might play Rijeka as well. Rijeka's another team we played in Europe before with Dundee United. So looking at that, I honestly think that we can do very, very well in this competition. It's only going to be a couple of days till the league game, so I'll just get through those. We'll come back for it, and hopefully we can continue our decent start to the Premier League campaign. Okay then, here we go for the home game against Leeds. We're currently sat in 13th place. We've got games in hand on every team in the league at the moment. So we are in a reasonably good position, and if we can continue picking up the odd result here and there, we can certainly strengthen that mid-table chance and just pull ourselves away from that bottom 3 a little bit further. Currently sat 3 points ahead of Crystal Palace with 2 games in hand. I'd be quite happy with a draw today against Leeds. We need to be at least drawing with the teams in and around us. If we can get wins, it's even better. But so far, I can't fault the way we've started in the Premier League. 2 wins out of the opening 7 games, 4 draws, and 2 defeats, sorry. So we're getting there. It's certainly a close running thing so far. And Leeds have got a really good manager in place. I mean, they should be doing a little bit better than what they are doing, in my opinion, with the manager that they have. I'm not entirely sure what kind of players they've got. We'll see that momentarily. Don't recognise too many names. Alexandrov, Traore and Sargent are in there. They've got a few older players. Jarlo, who we did sell to them. Jonathan David we sold to them as well, I might add. I didn't see David's name in that starting lineup, so whether they've sold him on again or not, I'm not entirely sure. But we're going to have to be on point today, and again, as I mentioned in the previous match, we need to focus in on getting our attempts on target. And Mendes and Meikle are capable, but they've really got to focus in. And Aaron Hickey has just been sent off here for Leeds. That is a huge boost for us potentially. They have brought on Christensen, who is going to be playing at wing back for them, and they've taken off one of their forward players. Otherwise, I think their formation may have stayed the same for the time being. So we'll see how it goes, but hopefully we can take advantage of this. Polidoro trying to get the corner in. He's played it in, and that's like Kesgin off the post. Christensen looks to get it clear, and he's very poorly cleared, to be fair. And Falkenberg finds Navarro, looking for Polidoro. Jallo manages to clear, and it's out for a throw-in. Really good effort from Azek Kesgin. He's not seen too much game time so far since the start of the season, but obviously with the European games in tow, we are going to be rotating a bit more, so be interesting to see how we get on. Samare loses out. Polidoro finds Mendes, and Swiderski with the strike, hitting the crossbar and going over, but positive signs here. But again, no shots on target in the opening half an hour. Despite our domination and the fact that we're creating plenty of opportunities, we're not getting them shots on target. We have just had one now, though. And it's quite odd to me. Polidoro, natural finisher, 17 rating for finishing. Mendes is 18 as well. But all of a sudden, everyone seems to have gone a little bit quiet in front of goal. Here's Boubacar Samare, Sargent now. Plays it back to Jello, and now home. Into Diouf. Struik. Looking to move it forward. Diouf again. Mendes does well to win it, and now Swiderski. Off the crossbar again from Swiderski. We're certainly asking the questions, and we certainly seem to be bossing that midfield position now with the fact that they're down to 10 men. But, as a matter of fact, it remains 0-0. Sunsuk Bell here with a free kick. Plays it in, and it's a really good save, I think. Actually, no, it's hit the crossbar. We're quite lucky, really, there. I think Mourinho may have been beaten, to be fair. But, as such, it remains 0-0. We're not getting enough shots on target, and we're going to let the players know that. We've got the quality with Polidoro and Mendes. We need to take advantage of it. So, second half begins. We need to just get that goal. Here's Spedicato. Azak Kesgin plays it into the penalty area. Falkenberg is at the far post. He couldn't get the strike away. Navarro into Kesgin. Now Spedicato again. Plenty of work going in on that left-hand side. Polidoro picks it up. That's a lovely turn from him. Falkenberg at the far post. And that is a really big goal for us. Really well worked goal, I might add. Spedicato did really well down that left-hand side. And Falkenberg with the finish. He scored the goal against Bournemouth, didn't he? And it was a brilliant strike as well that won it for us. Hopefully he's done the same again here. Polidoro and Spedicato are just struggling for a little bit of fitness, so we are going to have to take them off, I think, here. Who have we got on the bench today? We've got Prieto on the bench. He's not played too much football recently, so I think we'll bring him on for Polidoro. Just give him an opportunity, I think, really. Yeah, unfortunately, he's down to a 2-star quality player at the moment. He needs to just pick his game up a little bit more. We're going to bring Herworth on at left-back. Eisner's struggling for fitness as well. And saying that, we don't actually have the options at centre-back today, which is a bit of a strange one. We're going to drop Navarro back to centre-back, and we're going to bring Jan Muller on in that midfield. And we'll confirm those changes for now. We might bring Kevin Meikle off the bench again, but we'll see how things develop in this last 25 minutes. As such, Navarro, who have just moved to centre-back, is now struggling for fitness, so could be a player that we may have to bring off. Here is Levesque into Muller. Swiderski into Navarro. We've just got to keep the play quite simple. We have our lead. It's just a case of holding on to it, really. Falkenberg does well to get past Christensen. Still going here, Falkenberg, and Kudyakov does really well to make the save. But it was a really positive run, that from Falkenberg. Swiderski looking to swing it in. And it goes toward the near post. Levesque is there, and it's off the crossbar again. That's the third time now that we have hit the crossbar. But we continue to play reasonably well. Toma is going to have to come on for Kesgin, who's picked up an injury here. And we're going to bring a buyer on for Falkenberg, who is struggling for fitness now. And that will see us out, hopefully, for these last 20 minutes. Leeds haven't created an awful lot since going down to 10 men after that, after 14 minutes, but at 1-0, anything can happen, and we really have to be focused here. It's going to be a massive 3 points if we can hold on for them. Jello here with a free kick. Christensen just knocks it into looking for Sharp. He looks over the top for Damsgaard. Leves does really well. Toma can't get onto it though, and this is Arda into Christensen. Moving down this left hand side. That's a brilliant delivery, and Mourinho somehow made the save. Sharp made a fantastic run there, won the header, and Mourinho with a very instinctive save to knock it over the crossbar. The resulting corner, Mourinho punches away. Abaya couldn't quite keep hold of it. Diouf into Strike. Now home, holds on to it. Can we force him out wide? Prieto does really well defensively and knocks it out for the throw-in. Can we hold on? Home here with the throw. Into Cook. Delivered in, and Christensen just about gets onto it. Finds Sharp in the penalty area, and that is a good save from Mourinho. It took a slight deflection off Levesque as well. So we got quite lucky there as we edge toward the end of the game. 1 minute left of added time, and we have managed to hold on. Really happy with that result. That is a big 3 points for us. And if we can get these points on the board early, it will be all the better when it comes to the second half of the season. And Falkenberg with a vital goal. The assist coming in from Polidoro, who's proving to be a very key player for us this season. Like I say, last season he really struggled to get into the side with Abaya and Strelic playing so well on occasion. But that win puts us 6 points clear of Palace, and we still have that game in hand as well, which, to be quite honest, if we can win that game in hand, depending on who it's against, I think it might be against Manchester United, but with a game in hand, if we can win that, we're looking quite good and we'll get into that top half of the table. Really solid start. Hopefully we can build on it in tomorrow's episode, but we'll see where we come back for that. And yeah, so we'll get through West Ham, Bratislava and Palace. We'll probably get past Liverpool as well, I think. And then, in fact, no. West Ham, Bratislava and Palace off camera. We'll do Liverpool away and Riga away. And then we'll come back after the Tottenham-Burnley game, do CSKA and Brighton at home. I think that was what we agreed to last time. We might miss out Rijeka. I'll see how we get on. There's only 2 league games between Riga and CSKA, so I think it's probably going to be better to do Riga and Tottenham, miss CSKA, and maybe do Rijeka and Chelsea, I think. We'll see how it goes anyway. But Riga's going to be in the next episode regardless, and hopefully we can get a good result against Slovan Bratislava in the meantime. Hold our own against West Ham and Palace, and see where we are in the league tomorrow. So until then, guys, thank you very much for your support. Please like and subscribe to the channel. It is all greatly appreciated. I will see you all next time. This is Big Will, signing away.